Well, the Lloydminster Bobcats in action last night, and of course their comeback falling just short last night against the Sherwood Park Crusaders.
Came so close. You know, those slow starts and turnovers have really hurt this team, Nairman. And you know, the black and orange now, well, it's another 2 points lost. Matt Schumont has more from the Civic Center last night.
After falling behind 2 goals in the first period, the Border City bunch took full control of the final 2 frames, tying the game up. But a late turnover once again sunk the sail of the Cats as the Sherwood Park Crusaders walked out of the Civic with a 5-3 win.
That fourth goal is just a real bad turnover where we had a chance to dump the thing deep and we don't. We turn it over to not only 3 of their forwards, but the 3 of the best forwards in the league. And you got to know when you do that, make those kind of mistakes, you're not going to win hockey games against Sherwood Park.
That one was a tough one to swallow. We were in a game where we outshot them again and just couldn't bury pucks, and that's what cost us. And then when we did give up shots, they were good shots, and they took control and buried them, and that's what really bit us tonight.
One thing the Bobcats can take away from this game is the fact they did not give up. VanHerewenghe says with the way his team has played to start the season, they are not a 1-3 squad.
This team will not give up. We have not been outworked. We do create good opportunities, and I'm proud of these guys for their work ethic and for their commitment to the hockey game. There's no doubt about it.
After being held off the score sheet through the first 3 games, rookie Patrick Geary showed Lloydminster what kind of talent he had, putting up 3 assists in the game.
It was nice to crack the score sheet finally, but couldn't do it without the teammates burying the puck, so it's good to have those guys out there.
The Bobcats now hit the road for a pair of games against the Grand Prairie Storm, and after serving his 2-game suspension, defenseman Lyndon Springer will return to the lineup, leaving a hard decision for the coaching staff.
And anytime you get Lyndon back in, it's got to make you stronger. And you know, we've got 8 guys back there right now, and out of those 8 guys, there's going to be some tough decisions as to who should be playing, who shouldn't be playing, and that's a good thing.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
All right, moving on to soccer. The Lakeland Rustlers men's team are back on the pitch after splitting 2 games over the weekend. Not exactly what the Rustlers wanted. A tough loss on Sunday has the team back on the pitch, hoping to remedy mistakes that have haunted them so far.
Didn't attack well enough. We didn't defend well enough. We made critical errors in our box.
Some mental errors every once in a while, costing us a couple goals early, and that usually led to our downfall.
It was the story of 2 teams, one that executed well on Saturday against Olds College, but lacked the concentration against Sept the following day, leading to some missed opportunities.
We've been called on, I think 5 through ball breakaways for being offside. 3 to 5 goals is what that's taken away from our squad.
The positive is that we actually got the first one out of the way, even though it was against Olds. Kind of negative that we split the weekend. We wanted to get 6 points, but we can take some positives from Sept. They're not a bad team, and it was a close scoreline.
And to do that, the Rustlers will have to step up their game against the top team in the South Division, Red Deer College.
A few of our games we've kind of dropped off a little. Like I said before, I gave teams too much credit, so compete would probably be the main thing, and then try and put the ball in the back of the net.
It should be a high-tempo type of a game with opportunities on both sides.
They're first in the South, so we can't really take them lightly. And yeah, we beat them last year, but that was last year, right? So this year's a new year.
Definitely a bit of a rivalry, and it'll be good to get some competition, a good competitiveness against each other, and I think that's what we really need on our team.
You can catch the Rustlers and Kings at the VLA Soccer Grounds Saturday at 4 p.m., following the ladies at 2 p.m.
The Lloyd Comp Barrons will look to regroup this week after getting thumped last week. As Matt Schumont tells us, if the Barrons want to have any kind of success, it all starts with their leaders.
The Barrons walked into Week 3 looking to move above 500, but it didn't exactly go to plan as once again the Comp found themselves in an early hole, eventually losing to the Cold Lake Royals by a score of 43-27.
We said our leaders got a lead, and they're not leading us right now, and they know who they are. We've talked to them, and as a group of veterans, they have to do a better job.
Through 3 weeks, the Barrons have proven to be a very dominant running team, but admit they have to become a more balanced team, only throwing the ball a total of 41 times in the last 2 games.
Definitely takes a little bit of ease off our run game because obviously it has been doing a lot of the tough working. But yeah, we need to get the pass game going and just nickel and dime them with our short pass. That's all we got to do.
In terms of passing the ball, we have to get more consistent with it. We had quite a few drop balls last week, and that's going to be tough. Teams are going to start to load the box because they don't respect our pass game. And since week one, really, we haven't been as effective as we need to be on offense, and especially passing the ball. And hopefully this week we turn it around.
The Barrons will look to bounce back when they hit the road for a Friday night tilt against the Bonnyville Voyageurs. The Barrons say this is a game where they once again have to find their identity.
We have to go down there. It's under the lights. It's in Bonnyville Friday night. There's going to be a good crowd there. We have to take that out of everyone real quick. We got to get the crowd out of it and not let them get excited and pumped up for the ball game on their half, and do it for our own squad, the 45 of us or 50 of us, including coaches that'll be there.
We got to come out with our A game. We didn't do that in Cold Lake, obviously. We didn't come out with a W, and we just got to come out harder. We got to play more mentally, and we just got to go out there and convert.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
All right, with fall upon us and winter just around the corner, it still hasn't stopped any team, or therefore the Alberta team, for example, the softball team, from their Summer Games tryouts for next year. On this week's Superstar Next Door, Matt Schumont introduces us to a girl that has a good shot of making the squad.
Lauren Pollard has been playing softball ever since she was a little girl. And when asked what she likes about the sport, her answer was pretty simple.
Everything. I like everything. How fast it is and how pitching and hitting and everything.
When it comes to idolizing someone, most would say their favorite player in that particular sport. However, it's a little different for Lauren as she looks up to her dad.
He's taught me pretty much all I know about pitching and how to throw strikes and how to curve balls, drop balls, and change-ups.
It first starts with her. I guess she wants to do it, and that's the biggest thing. And so the fact that she's motivated is easy for me to take her out and teach what my dad taught me and what I've learned growing up. So she's willing to learn, she's willing to work at it, so that makes it easy for a parent to go and work with her. So
this past weekend, Lauren was at the Legion Ballpark trying out for next year's Team Alberta squad, who will go to the Summer Games. And with such a great pitching arm, Lauren says she would like nothing more than to make this team.
It'd be awesome. I've always wanted to make this team. Try to do the best I can in everything I can.
If she makes it, that's a great thing. She's out here to meet other players and do that. And if she makes the team, I think that's great. It'd be a great experience. I think I participated in the Summer Games in Stony Plain, and it was a fantastic experience playing ball. And I hope one day she gets to experience something like that.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.